So real quick, want to make sure we shout out again the iHeart Music Festival, which took place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas over the weekend, hosted by Ryan Seacrest. Performers: Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Victoria Monet, Dua Lipa, Halsey. So many other people. Envy, I know you were there as well too.
Yeah, I was there Friday. It was a great event. It's a great event each and every year. There's so much going on around the event. It's just a cool event because you can see, like you said, there's all different types of music from different genres, from old to new to young. There's kids there. It's so many people. We had a great time out there. So salute to everybody that came out and that I see at the iHeart Radio Music Festival in Vegas.
Night one, the New Kids on the Block announced the Right Stuff Las Vegas residency. Everybody's going to Vegas. And they brought out Flavor Flav. They performed their song Hangin' Tough. And then night two, Big Sean shouted out his young son and his father during his performance as well. So yeah, good times, iHeart. Now, moving on, we got to get into some Dame Dash stuff. So we have been reporting on for some time about Dame Dash, owing a bunch of money, $8.7 million in taxes, $197K of that is like child support. And there's this auction that is supposed to be taking place, but things keep happening. That auction was postponed. They moved it up price-wise. So the auction went from $1.2 million to now $3.3 million because the New York is trying to help Dame pay off all of the debt through this auction,
right,
and all the people that he owes money to. Now, Dame had some things to say over the weekend because there was a new filing that happened by one of the attorneys in the case, and I'll get into all of that. But let's take a listen to Dame, the video he posted over the weekend.
Something was filed in the court on Friday that my lawyer brought to my attention, and I was really surprised that TMZ, The Breakfast Club, and Earn Your Leisure haven't spoken about this yet. So this was filed by New York State, not me. Jay-Z's statements to the press have poisoned the environment for the auction. He has claimed that he has a termination right under the Copyright Act and that the rights of reasonable doubt will revert to him in 6 years. In fact, he has no such termination right, and RAF is entitled to renewal term, which is now 67 years, meaning it will own the copyrights until the year 2098. In other words, the highest possible auction price could be more than 10 times higher than it is likely now.
Damn.
Is that true?
Okay, so that filing did happen on Friday. That filing was actually made by an attorney in the case who is representing the Social Services Department under New York, and basically he's coming in on behalf of the two women that Dame Dash has kids with, that the child support is going to be going to, because when they figured out the pecking order, you guys remember we talked about how the child support was going to be paid first off the auction.
Distributed,
Right, so that filing did happen, and basically what they're saying in this is that because they're claiming that is not correct, they want Jay-Z or whoever, like they want to pause this whole thing, and they want Jay-Z or whoever to have to show in discovery what is the valuation of this, where do the royalties really go. So I reached out and I've been kind of doing some digging, and what I was able to find is a document. It's public, and this is a document from the Trademark Office. This document actually does certify that in 2031 things will revert back to Jay-Z.
So 6 years Jay-Z will get. That's what this document is saying.
Yes.
So
now,
which one is true?
I mean, okay, so I'm looking at this document from the Trademark Office. So and this is certifying it. So according to the Trademark Office, you have Dead Presidents, Can't Knock the Hustle, Brooklyn's Finest, Feeling It, Devils, 2020, Can I Live, Friend or Foe. All of these songs are going
That's Reasonable Doubt.
That's Reasonable Doubt.
I'm just listing the names of the songs because there are two on here that are not listed as returning or going to be terminated in June 25th, 2031. The two that will not be terminated at that time: Can't Knock the Hustle, Fool's Paradise Remix, Dead or Alive Part 1, and Can I Live Part 2.
That was a bonus joint.
Yes, so because those were bonus things and they happen at a different time, they will go back in 2032 and 2033. So that's why I listed the difference of them. So from what I'm looking at from the Trademark Office, what this attorney filed in court, they basically are probably going to use this to answer him and say, here you are right here, here's where it is listed. But the judge, the court itself that is handling all this stuff for Dame Dash, has not responded yet. I was told that the judge has today and tomorrow to respond. They give them 3 days. So officially on record from the judge, we have not heard a thing yet. So I'll see what happens in court and how the court responds. I'm very interested to see, but yeah. Now moving on, Tia and Tamara, sister. They not getting along or something. Tia came out over the weekend and
They're
talked about
twins, right?
Yeah, they twins. And I thought they were like besties, but apparently not. Let's take a listen to Tia.
The family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household. And when you're dropping your kids off, you actually visually see how that is no longer.
Being alone has been the most challenging part of my divorce. It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close and I could, pick up the phone and call her. But that's just not where we are right now.
Now, that was a clip from Tia's new show on WeTV, My Next Act. And, the internet fell out about this because I've always thought that they were really close. But, the internet goes and pulls receipts. So they actually found a video of Tamara on a red carpet speaking to E.T. Take a listen to this video.
Tia is living her life right now, and Tia is doing Tia.
Tia's returning to reality TV.
I know. I didn't know until I found out with the rest of the world.
Any chance we'll see you on there?
She didn't ask me. So I take that as... No, she's like, this is my story, right. And, I can only respect that.
Are you and Adam trying to set her up on any dates or anything? Are you guys playing Cupid at all?
I feel like she doesn't want any of our input right now. And I can only respect that. So I think she is doing her.
You know her better than anybody, so you're like, I'm not going...
So I'm respecting that.
Y'all, it's real.
But y'all got siblings, so you're not always cool with your brother or sister,
No, but
right?
let me tell you something right now. If I was married and I was going through a very public, very hard divorce, my brother is calling me no matter what we're going through. The fact that they did not even speak when all of this divorce stuff was happening, that means whatever went down behind the scenes with them, it's very real. You would call your sibling.
I ain't got no siblings. I'm only child.
So selfish. Charlamagne, you would call your sibling?
Depends what it was. And like you said, you don't know their true family dynamic. Like they might not have that type of relationship. Like we might just assume they close like that.
I always thought they were like besties. Part of me wanting
you
twins is because
we don't be knowing
but
these
we
people.
grew. I think it's the idea of Tia and Tamara's sister is like what I hold on to, and I know a lot of us have because so many people were like dumbfounded by this. They're the reason I want to have twin girls. I want my girls to be like Tia and Tamara.
Well, maybe not now.
No.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
All right. And salute to Hampton and Howard University. Over the weekend, I was in D.C. Saturday for the Battle of the HU at Audi Field. Lauren pulled up on me. She was 3 hours late, but she still pulled up.
Wow. 3 hours late is
You pulled
crazy.
up in the fourth quarter.
I mean, it was a lot going on. You didn't have to just look at the game. There was like
Well,
people...
again, salute to all the HBCUs. Even if you didn't go to Howard or Hampton, we had an amazing time. So I just want to salute to everybody that came out. Of course, Hampton won. So I just want to salute to everybody.
I didn't even know that until the next day when I saw y'all posting it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know who won.
Jesus Christ. All right. People's Choice Mix is up next. And happy birthday to Jermaine Dupri. Today is Jermaine Dupri's birthday. So we'll start the mix off with some JD. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.